What's going on, guys? So, I just wanted to hop on really super quick and just kind of report some weird behavior that I've been experiencing the last couple nights, even for myself, because that's the norm for me. But, so the people over here at this location have kind of changed up their attitude and their mood, which is not unusual. That's how it works when they've been approached and my name is being slandered and, what have you. But, couple things. So they closed at 7 o'clock, and these girls stayed up in here until like just recently, like 5 minutes ago. They left, and it's going on 9:30, and they weren't working. They were just sitting around in the building, which I thought was weird. Now I would say, oh, they were just kind of like hanging out and just trying to watch my back or whatever, because I did alert them to what was going on and what was happening to me. I have to say that once I did that, that's really when their behavior changed. But um, the hanging back in the building, I haven't had very good experiences with that. So uh, concerning. And then there's this little black kid that has been lurking around and acting really weird and watching me and staring and shit like he's watching me for them. I noticed that he'd come up here, he'd be here a lot of times when I would get here already inside the building, and he seems to be friendly with the girls that work here, and I'm not sure what his situation is, but he's always wearing a little red hoodie and a Gilligan's Island hat. And so they just left 5 minutes ago. He was already here earlier, so he had left way before they left, right after they closed. But then he walks off from behind the building just now, like back here somewhere, and walks over this way. And I didn't get my phone out quick enough to get him. Like, really? And then, like, right after he shows up and dips out, the construction workers pull up, all quiet and silently. And there they are. This group of people that, has been over here the last 2 or 3 nights. And I have video of them. Now they over here now. So yesterday, I went over to a side of town that I don't typically frequent, and I had to take a different bus to get over there. And so there was an accident that was orchestrated, and the buses were supposed to derail and deviate and still show up, but they weren't. So for 2 hours, the bus didn't show up. And that prevented me from coming over here last night, because I don't like getting over here, after they leave, because I don't want to. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with popping up and they're not here, and knowing that I'm here and that I came up and I was alone, and just setting the tone, letting them know what's going on and who I am. So I don't like showing up after they've left. So, and everyone knows that. Everyone knows my patterns. I'm being watched like a hawk, so everyone knows what's up. So, bus didn't show up for 2 hours. 2 hours straight. Accident's gone. Everything's cleared up. Still didn't show up. So, I ended up having to go over to another location last night. And when I get over there, there's somebody in the building all night. All night long. All night long. Doors open, and they're just in and out of the building all night long, pretending to do shit. What they were doing, a whole bunch of nothing. There was nothing visible for me to be able to see they were doing any one thing specifically. but they were in there all night. So when the morning finally came, literally, and I kid you not, 5 o'clock, I'm walking to the bus stop and they're packing up and leaving at the same time as me. So like last night, I just basically walked around and, just kind of kept myself awake and kept myself safe. Didn't stay at any specific spot. And then around 5 o'clock, I ended up walking over to the bus, get ready to roll out. And they packed up, closed door up, and everybody left. So with the police popping up in the places that I shop in, and like yesterday I was over at Target and there was a police officer in there, followed me in and disappeared somewhere in the store. And that shit's been going on for a good 3 weeks now, where they're literally going in and like walking around and lingering around in the store waiting for something to happen. So just wanted to kind of like give you guys a visual on how these people start acting when they haven't had an opportunity to rape and violate me the way they want to. How aggressive, how deliberate, and how they start, orchestrating shit. These little construction setups and accidents on the road and getting elaborate shit. And this stuff right here, I know a lot of people you don't believe that's what's happening here. You don't believe that. But for those of you who know what's up, you know what's up. This should alert you. This should be number one of alerting you that this shit is not real. That all this shit is orchestrated. All this civilization, and we're civilized people, and we are law-abiding individuals, and we go by this law protects you, blah 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 blah. When you could set up a fake ass accident or a fake ass pullover just so that you could pull over in front of somebody that you're trying to rape that night, you ain't shit. And the program that you're running ain't shit. So just had to hop on and talk about that because, things are getting real. And like I said, this is not uncommon. It's just rare. This typically starts to happen when there's a few days that's passed where these people have not been able to rape and violate me. And they get aggressive and start trying to implement, different tactics that's more overt.